You guys gonna watch us? Oh,
Nerd.
he's
You
got
gotta
wine.
come in and
Hello.
there's the camera.
Colin, take your shirt off. Oh, we got, okay. That's
Quiet.
wonderful. Wow, actually it looks really good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What?
Cheers. Oh, keep on flexing if you want.
Oh,
Cheers. Welcome to Read Between the Wines.
Read between the wines.
Girls be good.
No promises.
Iconic. I love that.
Maybe.
Love that. Oh my god, we're supposed to be holding this. Oh my god.
Well, no.
Oh
we
wow.
can just cheers.
I love that.
Okay.
Yay. Yes.
Okay. So I've been really bad at introducing people. So
Okay.
hi, Alli.
Hi. I'm Alli.
Yeah, you're Alli, and
Yes, the
tell me more about you and
Oh
what you love to do and what you love to read, and
my goodness.
yeah, give me a bio.
Bio about me. Let's just kick it way back. Not from when I was born, but just I used to hate reading and everything about it. Probably my whole entire life, really. Until one day my friends, when you graduate college and you try to find hobbies or things to do that aren't drinking. So they talked about you can read and you could drink. And you could still comprehend the stories, but you're not reading a textbook anymore. And it's fun. And you get to choose
Is
what
that
you want
why
to
you
read.
hate it? Is because of school?
Because of school, when they give you all those random little, To Kill a Mockingbird, you have to read and give a summary and do a project every week. And I was like, there's nothing about me that wants to care about this book or give a summary. And every teacher I ever had out there, I'm sorry, I never read a single book you gave me. I mean, I read textbooks for learning purposes, but high school and middle school books are read this book. Spark Note is what I did.
Yeah.
So did everyone else, and so does everyone else still today. So sorry to ruin.
Yeah, it's okay.
Everybody.
Except for now, everyone probably uses ChatGPT.
Oh yeah, but they're can you summarize the limerick in this poem or whatever?
Yeah,
I don't even know anymore. I read now, and I've read recently. There was, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. Time is flying. I was given a recommendation to read a motivational book, and it was "Girl, Stop Apologizing."
Okay.
So a lot of things that she talks about, I mean, obviously to stop apologizing and being your authentic self, but she mentions a motivational part of the book where it goes about if you want to become somebody, you just start saying, I am that someone. So I remember writing down for a New Year's resolution that I was a runner and I was a reader. I hated running and I hated reading.
That's
hilarious. A year later, all of a sudden I was running and all of a sudden I was reading. And I don't think it was around writing it down, but it just kind of all started happening.
Yeah.
Around me, and I started picking up romance books because this is always the easiest ones to read, and I started with Colleen Hoover, like everybody I feel does, because they're short little books and they fly. She's amazing. But now I've been venturing out, and I've realized she's not the best, but she's great. She's great. She's great. There are some.
Give her credit.
Verity is one of the only top 3 books that's ever shocked me twice. You can usually see something coming, and I couldn't see it coming.
Verity, this is another book that I've talked about, I think, now on every episode. But Verity is the one with the husband, the ailing wife, and the new wife or whatever, or maid or whatever she is.
She's the babysitter, is she not, for the kids?
But so they're coming
and she's
out...
well, no, not babysitter. She was writing the book for his ill wife.
Yes, she's finishing the novel.
Famous, yes.
So... I just saw this, and I'm sure this is old news now, but I saw Josh Hartnett is the husband, Anne Hathaway is the ailing wife, and Dakota Johnson.
And do they not look alike? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That was frightening. Hyped, terrified.
It's gotta be great. I did.
A book that scared me and amazed me.
I also asked this before, did you read Layla?
No.
Okay, so that's a ghost story.
Oh.
It's worth it.
I love that.
Colleen Hoover.
Yeah. I think the first one I read by her was Ugly Love. Very heavily, from what I can recall. It's one of the earlier books I read, so I probably need to reread it. Very heavily, kind of almost rated R, book, but also abusive relationship. I remember being all in an abusive relationship that was ugly love kind of thing.
She got out of jail. Or
God, I don't even know anymore. Maybe. I don't think so.
I feel like the first book I read of hers was where she, like, got out of prison for, later we find out she murdered her best friend's, like, rapist,
this
basically.
is not it, but I want to read this book.
Yeah. I have to figure out which one it was, but I think that's what, like, why I love her so much and why I will always, like, give her credit for being an incredible... Yes, I agree. There are certain authors that, like, do romance and spice on, like, a different level, but she is, like, such a versatile writer, though.
Yes.
Like, she doesn't only
it's not
write
just romance, sappy romance.
Like, she does it all. Like, Emily Henry.
Yeah. Okay.
Love her. Love all of her books.
Yes.
And
yes.
I love some more than others, but, like, I feel like she kind of falls into the category of, like, all of her stories are just, like, sweet romances.
Yes.
And she writes them really, really well.
I feel like Colleen Hoover is an easier romance start of a read. And I would say Emily Henry is, because I feel like her books are just slightly shorter and they just flow and you could read them in like a day. And you just kind of get lost in it. So I'm not saying I hate her, and I'm not, I think I'm just like pushing her to the side because it was like my beginning reads, and then you find those more like crazy authors that do like a versatile thing. And here's the other thing. I've realized as I've gotten more into reading that I don't like spice of romance. I like a little bit of romance in a book, but I like a big plot. Like, I want something else to be happening.
Okay.
And so, like, what I was going to mention, because I feel like we should go this route now, is...
Let's do it.
I haven't read a lot, and I've kind of hit a slump because life gets crazy in the summer. I feel like it's so nice out that you're like, do I want to read outside in the heat and sweat, or do I just want to go sit in the pool? Yeah. And it usually is just chilling by the pool, right? But the books I have read so far this year and recently have all been from Book of the Month, which, thank you so much, you lovely sweetheart, for mentioning this to me and having me sign up. Yeah. Because I feel like everybody, when you start reading, you go into the trends. And the trend at the time when I started reading was, like, Colleen Hoover. She was amazing. She was pumping out all these great books that everybody said read.
Like, 10 on the, like, top 20 of the New York Times bestsellers.
Amazing. Yeah. It Ends With Us. I dropped everything to go see the movie. And I know there's a lot of hate around the movie, and we're not even going to get into that. But I loved it. I thought she did a really good job. I loved the book, loved everything about it, and Starts With Us. Great. But I just loved books that had romance but a plot, and something that I started realizing I liked was magical realism, where they have a romance, but something else, a little fantasy-like, is happening. And I feel like Book of the Month has a lot of genres that they show every single month.
All the genres.
They have 6 months. Like, you get 6 books to choose from every single month. Amazing. Yeah. Because, like me, sometimes I want a little bit of thriller, sometimes I want a little magical realism, sometimes I want a bit of a little romance, sometimes I want to try something different. Yeah. And I like that you can choose that, and it's not that expensive, and you get a nice hard book, like, hardcover book. You got them all lining up here. I know. I don't even know if you can see it, but oh my goodness.
I love them. I know.
But they're books that you wouldn't think... They're not popular on TikTok or Instagram, and they're not like these fall ads all the time saying you should read this, read that. They're not the fads. They're the ones that are just about to come out from authors you never heard of, or you might have. Yeah. And you're just, like, reading it for the first time. I mean... And wow.
They definitely have, like, their repeat authors and stuff. Yes. But, for instance, and, like, don't quote me on this, but I am, like, 99% positive I am correct in this statement, is... Emily Henry was a debut author on Book of the Month back in with her very first beach read. And I remember I got it from Book of the Month and I loved it. Yeah. And
like kicked her off.
Yeah.
And now look at her. She is a TikTok fad. Yeah. Like everybody read her. And we might just be getting it because we're local, but and she's from here.
She has 6 books? Yeah. And I think all 6 of her books have film rights right now. Yeah. So like
epic.
Which is amazing. I'm like, yay, Cincinnati. But yes. Like, they do their due diligence, and it also is a bummer. My sister, who lives now in Spain, was living in England for a while. She has complained about not having a Book of the Month club, like in England, or now Spain, I guess, where I tried to sign her up, but like I couldn't because they just don't ship internationally, and I get it because of like
all the things that have to do with
the
that.
copyrights and like whatever they all have to deal with. I get it, but like someone should start it on every like continent and every country.
We're doing it. No. What a good idea, though.
Spread.
Like, that's true. Like, spread like wildfire, because honestly, I feel like they don't market enough. And I've already gotten like 3 people to sign up, which is crazy that if you get a book of the month, like you did, you should have referred me and you would have got a free book. You did a big giant oopsie daisy. It's probably because we were drunk and talking about it.
Shocker.
Anyway, but I refer people, like coworkers and friends, and they sign up, and then when you refer people to sign up, you get a free book. You get a free book, extra free book, like, well, on your birthday. You get a free book on top of your credit.
And then you also, when you become a BFF, get like the book
add-ons
of the year.
For book of the year add-ons. It's crazy.
Have you been a member for a year yet?
I've been a member for 5 months.
Okay,
6 months.
yeah, February, right?
February.
Yes, Galentine's. But when you become like BFF status, which I think is when you like hit a year.
Yeah.
You get a book of the year for free as an add-on every year, like in December or January.
Love that.
Where if you already got the book of the year, well, like I don't think you even have to pick the actual book of the year, but like you get to pick all the nominees.
Yes.
And you get a free copy of it.
Wow.
As an add-on.
Just another perk.
Yeah.
I mean, I swear. Because I have ordered, I don't know, like probably 12 books at this point, because I do add-ons all the time, because
they're so cheap.
Love about it is you are scrolling on your phone already. We all do it when we're bored. And you open up the app, super easy to navigate, right? And they give you your 6 books. But if you don't like any of the 6 books, you can go look at past books. And it's like endless months of past books.
And not even...
that you can read. It's not just a summary that, you get on a page when you look at a bookstore. And you're like, oh, here's like a paragraph. And you're like, I'm kind of hooked. But am I? It's like an actual like paragraph.
I'm pretty sure
in the first chapter.
Like deals with publishers or whoever, because they have books on there that were never book of the month picks. Like you can,
which I love.
And they're also just what I think they upped their price. It's $10.99 a book.
With your sign up, you do. So I go month to month and it's $16.99. Okay. So I cancel whenever. Like if I'm like I don't want to do anything, I can. But you probably are 12 month where it's like $10.99. But you got to think you're getting a book that's releasing that month of those 6. That's a hardcover. Which if you go to an independent bookstore, which you should, do not be going any other place. They're $30. Yeah, they're $30. Or you can go half price books. But like obviously you want to support independent bookstores as much as you can. But they're like $30. And that's a lot of money, but it's a hardcover and you get it and it's just coming out. So that's what it's just going to be. Every single time a book comes out, it's usually a hardcover. Yeah. But you're getting it for like $16.99.
Which I have to pause you.
Like,
I was in Germany visiting for my dad's birthday in June, and I went to a bookstore there, which like there was the equivalent of like Barnes & Noble here. Mm-hmm. They release new books in paperback. Like they had, I think it was The Women by Kristen Hanna. Kristen Hanna? Mm-hmm. Which at that time I think was a new release in Germany because it had just come out. I think I don't know when it came out, but like it's an American book, so like it's it comes out later, whatever.
It comes out paperback.
I think that's a terrible example, but they
that's
bring
a question
out.
We should arise. I mean, especially people that listen to your podcast. What is the better, like, what do you prefer? Do you prefer a paper? See, I knew you were going to hesitate. Mm-hmm. Or a hardback, like, book? Like, what do you want more? I don't, I'm trying to, like, guess yours right now.
Yeah,
like,
guess it.
Okay.
What do you think I prefer?
So stressful.
Well, tell me what you prefer first, and then guess what I would like, because I'm not going to guess yours.
So, this is hard. And I flip-flop. I feel like I flip-flop a lot. I feel like I keep going back and forth. And I would say that at this point right now, I've started picking hardcover over paper, but what I love about paper, and everyone's gonna hate me for saying this, is when you can like fold the page over and basically ruin your book.
Yeah.
But you can hold it in one hand.
Yeah.
And
I think that's very valid.
But like a hardcover is like kind of heavier, and you either have to have like a table for those bigger books over 400 pages. Yeah. I mean, oh my goodness, or like you're laying down like belly on your freaking bed trying to read it and flip it, and you can't even hold it. Or you're just like worried about like either sunscreen, sweat, or whatever, and you're gonna like ruin it. Like I ruined one of my hard books I got from Book of the Month because I was reading it, fell asleep, woke up outside, and left it. And then it poured. Like 20 minutes later when I went inside, brought everything in, forgot about it, and then like that's ruined. Which obviously anything's gonna ruin that. Yeah. But you can't fix a hardcover once it gets wet. So, but you... God, you're so classy. So you give me like a hardcover vibes, but I feel like you're also so laid back that I feel like you would be like paper. I don't know.
Okay.
See, this is like I'm looking at your bookshelf and I'm like, I really don't know, but there are a lot of hardcovers.
I love that. So thank you. I think
just give me both.
If I have to pick one or the other, I'm going to pick a hardcover. Okay. I just love them. But
they're always prettier.
Most of the time. I discovered the like Penguin classic.
The books they made you read in high school. Like I feel like everything was a Penguin classic, like publisher.
Probably. But, here. Like this style.
Oh, see?
Yeah. So
old school.
Like, that's
crisp. That's crispy.
A sucker for like
that's a crispy book right there.
This soft cover.
Yes. See, yeah.
But
yes. I mean,
but all of like,
because like I feel like this softer. You're not gonna ruin it going like this. You're gonna ruin. I don't want to do that to your book. Your stupid book.
It's okay.
But yeah, I feel like it just holds itself better. Like it feels like a mixture of both.
Yeah,
I just like I'm a sucker like a nice
those.
solid middle.
I've heard great things about this book. It's probably really depressing. I also like don't even know what it's about.
If the dog dies, don't want to read it. So nobody wants to read or watch a movie if the dog dies, right?
The distinguished British man of letters, Mayor Ackerley, hardly thought of himself as a dog lover. My Dog Tulip is bittersweet, retrospective account of Tulip's often erratic behavior and very canine tastes, and of his own fumbling but determined efforts to ensure for her an existence of perfect happiness. 16 years for a German Shepherd seems like a solid life.
That's pretty solid.
So,
it's pretty solid.
I don't think it's a...
Won't be too tragic.
Yeah. I mean, it's always tragic when a pet dies. So, but...
I can't even think about it. Every time I think about it, my dogs, I cry. So can't do that.
Okay.
No. But I like that. It's short.
Yeah.
Looks like a nice, chill, happy, probably, mostly go-lucky.
Yeah. But I'm just... Yeah. So I'm a sucker for, like, this style. All in all, I think, like, give me a choice, I'm gonna pick a hardcover.
That's a good answer. And I agree with you, which is crazy to think because I've steered from paper to hardcover. I feel like it's gone that route. It might just be Book of the Month. Congratulations. I'm now bougie. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
But speaking of Book of the Month, so the book that I read recently that I'm like obsessed with, I read it probably one of the quicker ones of the year. It's called Pictures of You by Emma Gray. Never heard who Emma Gray is. Love her. Thank you so much for writing this book and coming into my life. But oh my gosh. So it was...
I haven't heard of it.
Girl,
tell me everything.
Oh my gosh. So it was...
What was it called?
Pictures of You.
Okay.
So it was a book that basically, like, all around this girl named Evie, who, I forget her husband's name that died, but he died in a tragic car wreck with her.
Okay.
And she's she's 29 in the book. My age, 29, which is crazy. And I'll get into the summary in a second, but the biggest connection that happened to me and why I fell in this love with this book so much is it really was a picture into my life if I would have made a different decision in my relationship outlook. And so she married this man who ended up making lots of money that she chose, that she fell in love with in high school. And he was like the picture dreamy guy that you've ever wanted.
Yeah.
Well, you find out as you read when he dies right in the beginning and she has to go to his funeral. But the epic crazy thing about this book is her car accident, she doesn't remember him at all. She wakes up thinking she's 16.
Okay.
years old. That's where her memory, like, it stops. Like, she's about to go to prom.
I'm getting goosebumps.
I know. So it reminds you of every, like, movie you've ever seen that's just been, like, epic, where she, like, comes out of this car wreck, she's 29 years old, and she thinks she's 16, and just, like, is about to go to prom. And so she goes to this funeral, and she's like, I don't know any, she's looking through the pictures of them together at the funeral, and she's like, I don't remember him, he looks very attractive, but I don't remember who this guy is, and, like, I literally just want to leave. Because when you're 16 years old, she's like, I've never really dated a guy before.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be here.
Oh, so you, like, just don't feel comfortable at funerals, or, like, no. Literally anything? Yeah.
No. So she basically, like, hops in some random car out front, and she's like, drive. First off, she thought it was an Uber, because she thought she was 16 years old, and people were talking about Uber now. She's like, oh, any car's an Uber. Let me just hop on in this guy's car.
Okay.
Ends up being Drew, which you find out, you know, so much about Drew. This is how I remember his name. But
and
she
they fall in love, I take it.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
know. Maybe.
But, like, the epic thing is so she's like, well, I need to reconnect with my family. And she's like, but I don't have them in my phone anymore. So she's, like, lost touch with her parents. Oh. And she's lost touch with her high school best friend that she remembers. And,
I'm so emotional.
Everyone in their, like, her phone book is just, like, his friends or, like, people she'd never heard of,
because
right?
Because he was a really abusive asshole who, like...
yeah. You guessed it. And mom in her phone isn't her mom, it's his mom. So, oh, goodness gracious. So you find out, because it keeps going, like, a good past to future situation about, you know, how their relationship formed with her and her husband that passed away. But then what the connection to Drew is. So Drew, she knew Drew. In high school.
And he was a good, like, nerdy boy.
Yep, you guessed it. The good nerdy girl, like, boy into photographer that she magically walked into the class one day that he was, like, the TA of or whatever. And she wants to, she's the only girl in this photography class, and she wants to run it all around, like, pictures of women. Which, obviously, guys laugh at first. But he ran with it, because he's like, I kind of like that. I like that vibe. And they connected through her project idea in high school, which obviously she doesn't remember any of this, because she went back in time before she met him in the accident, is where she thinks she is now. So they had this, like, really good friendship.
Went to, like, a happier time in life. Yes. Is where her brain automatically, like... Yes.
And there's so many iconic secrets that I don't, like, do we ruin it for people? Like,
how long has the book been out?
The book's been out for, like, 2 months.
No, maybe it's 3. Too early.
It's too early. It's too early. Well, anyway, okay, I won't do that to people. I just think you really need to read it because there were moments I read chapters and I cried because we're not to go too far in depth of what my relationships were when I was young, but, like, I've had many, especially in high school and college, abusive relationships that were not great, and a lot of things that he does that you learn about in the book are exact same situations that happened to me. So for me, I was emotionally very connected because I was like, wow, what if I would have picked my high school or college sweetheart and I would have married them, and then my life evolved, and then I turned 29, and I feel like everything that was happening to her would have happened to me. Yeah. But then she has a car crash and she reconnects with her best friend guy from, like, high school, and then you kind of see Drew. I was seeing Colin. And Colin is my fiance, if no one knows. But, like, I was seeing that, like, wow, there's Colin now. Like, thank God I met Colin. Yeah. And why didn't she choose him sooner? Because you get blinded by things when love and affection when you're young. So she was getting blinded by love and affection.
Like,
and when you're old.
Imagine you make better choices the more life experience you have. But
I sobbed. I finished the book. The book doesn't have a sad ending, and I'm, like, sobbing because I'm like, holy crap, this could have been my life, and it's, like, not.
Does she ever end up remembering her?
She
past?
Does. She does, and it slowly starts coming back, and she goes in, like, an overload moment. Okay. But, like, it ends up all working out to everyone's favorable way. In a way, sometimes, but not fully. You'll see why, but it's
because of his family, probably.
Well, it's just a lot. They're a wealthy family. Yeah. And she had a podcast. And she talked about murder mysteries, and, like, apparently that was a shaming moment for the family. Oh, just so much that she did was just not okay, apparently, when everything she did was so normal. And then she, like, solved the case of her own past. It's crazy. She finds out so much from knowing. She, like, randomly will remember, like, all of her knowledge she learned being, like, murder mystery. And she solved, like, crimes that, like, you find out later that they're, like, shoving under the rug.
So fun.
As a family. And you're like, oh, wow.
That's
so epic. Epic. Like, literally cinematic film. Probably should be. But also, like, sobbing, because it connected with me as a 29-year-old. Like, the picture of my life, probably what it could have been.
Yeah.
If I would have stayed with the person when I was younger. Iconic. Wow.
Also,
shook.
Like,
so that's the book I for sure wanted to bring up today.
Yeah.
That you should read and everyone should read.
I want to read it.
Especially if you know someone or went through an abusive anything in your life.
Well, I feel like it's
just...
That's what I was going to say. It's just, I think so many people, so now being 35, I dated nothing but...
Trash. Respectfully.
Yes.
Trash, respectfully.
Like,
sorry.
From,
Sweeties.
like, the first time I started dating through literally until I met my husband. That in whichever capacity, like, was to some degree, I don't want to say abusive, although I definitely had my fair share of emotionally abusive relationships.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, just really toxic, which I know is, like, such an overused, like, word, but, like...
Because men are toxic, so usually...
Oh, yeah, true.
Usually. Sorry, sweeties.
Yeah,
but
it's true.
Respect.
But
like,
it's...
Respect women. I don't know.
Yeah.
The basic necessity, maybe.
But it's just, yeah, every single relationship I was in, I was either treated like garbage or cheated on, which is also being treated like garbage. Like, all the things that, like, yes, it's depressing and, like, mind-blowing how many women have just been in horrible relationships.
We could have our conversations about this. I feel like I almost could be a high school therapist when it comes to just, like, man, just don't.
Yeah, just move on.
Oh, you're in a high school relationship, just don't. Because I just, like, there are, and I've talked to so many different, like, adults that have kids too that are in high school about the same exact topic, and I coach high school kids, but, like, the parents literally say that they have sons or they have daughters, and they will see them dating people, and it's like these gorgeous women are dating these men that aren't knockouts, and they're just treating them like garbage, and they love it. Why?
Yeah.
Why are you love being treated like garbage?
Yeah.
What is that about? What is that?
Well, also,
that's a whole other thing.
Let's also blame social media, where social media deserves to be blamed. But it's also just...
But she does the same thing in the book. She kind of is like, likes it, sort of.
Yeah.
And you're like, what are you doing? That's not...
to my point of, like, social media, it's like, you see whatever the algorithm wants you to see. Yeah. So, like, if you are only seeing posts of, like, perfect, like, worshipping couples, then, like, that's probably where your adolescent brain goes to, like, this is what I deserve. And when you see X, Y, and Z, like, that's where your adolescent brain gets wired to think you deserve less or different or whatever. I think everyone at that age, especially, is, like, in high school, is just so wrapped up in their own drama. Even when you have your lifelong best friends at that point for 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, you care about them and you're, like, invested in their drama.
Yes.
But you saying, girlfriend, you're too good for him, move on. Like,
they're not gonna listen to you.
No.
They're like, but he's amazing. He's not.
Yeah. And it's
all
like
he's got is a birth certificate, sweetie. He's got nothing else.
And,
so.
like,
what does he have to offer you? Nothing, really. Oh, he's a captain of the football team? That's not that impressive. But cool. He just want to hold your hand in public. That's a problem.
That's your world.
Oh, God.
That's what's important when you're 16 years old.
Yikesy doodles,
Yeah. Growing up, you learn a lot. It's just sad that it takes so much life from you.
It does. It takes so much life, but then it also takes so much time for you to, like, figure it out. Which, the key to that, real quick, before we go away from our therapy session.
Yeah, for sure.
The key to that sincerely is, and I know everyone hears this and they think it's a lie, but it's like, you probably need to be single and you probably need to love yourself first. Like, not just pretendly. Like, oh my god, I love myself and I look cute in my photos. No, like, you, like, legitimately have to love yourself and everything about you. And then you'll, like, stop caring about a man, and you'll be like, oh, maybe, or significant other, whatever, maybe they'll come in, but honestly, I love my own company, and my own silence, and my own vibe, over going out on some random first date telling someone my favorite color. So, like, and then it gets to a point where, like, people ask you out on dates, and you're like, do I want to get out of my PJs and not read my book to come hang out with you? Are you worth it?
No.
And if they're not, then you're like, wow, that's what self-love is. Interesting. There it is. And then you've unlocked the key to happiness, and you'll find whoever you need.
Yeah.
Or you could die alone with cats and dogs, and you'll be happy with books, and everything will be wonderful.
100%.
You probably live longer.
But, like, what I was thinking is, like, I am happily married. I have kids. And there are still days where I love my family over everything. Yes. And I still crave to just be alone for just give me 24 hours
that's, like, healthy,
to do me. Yeah.
And people think it's, like, wrong.
But
they're like, oh, you don't love your kids or your husband.
I love them more. And
you're like,
than
no,
anything.
That's me loving myself too. And that's so unbelievably healthy.
Yeah.
It's not being selfish. It's called being healthy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the world.
There are days where I'm just like,
mental health. Top notch is what you have right
now. Like, don't you want to, like, go hang out with friends?
Yeah.
But go do your thing.
Yes.
Just so that I can just have a few hours to literally, like, the kids are in bed and I just
want to do whatever I want, or just watch TV alone, or listen to music, or literally just sit and vibe.
I just want to be alone. With myself.
And that's, like, called healthy. And that's what I feel like everyone needs to get to before they get in a relationship.
Yeah. Because there's literally nothing.
I am in a happy, healthy, and I'm engaged relationship, but you guys do
so much separate.
Like, we do so much separate, and we don't, like, communicate either. It's, like, so wonderful. Like, we're both, like, not communicators. We don't need to tell each other where we're going. We have each other's location, and I'm like, well, he's not answering me. He's in the shower. He's watching a TV show, or he's at the gym, or he's at work. And then for me, he's like, looks at my location. She's like, oh, she's somewhere random again with her friend.
Yeah.
Like, wow. I'll see you later, matey.
That, for real, is sometimes, like, other people will tell me things about Luke, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, it's because I just didn't talk to him for, like, 4 hours today, and, like, that's fine, but,
that's when that happened. Cool.
But, okay, great.
It's just called healthy.
Yeah.
So, but every other relationship besides Colin, I didn't have that. I feel like I had to know where they were, what they were doing. But then you're like, you want to know where they are and what they're doing because you're worried about where they are and who they are. And that's not, it's, like, not okay. And it's not that I don't love him. I love him to death. But it's just, it's that, like, loving yourself first thing. It's like you don't even care. Like, you're just like, I hope you're not doing anything wrong, but I assume you aren't. So
where you get to a point in life where you're okay alone. And this person that I'm choosing is enhancing my life. But if they were to detrimentally fuck me over, I could continue
I'm good.
on.
Sadly, but
yeah,
I'll go. I'm gonna live. I'm in the live.
Yeah,
so.
Where it's not.
Yes.
I'm so codependent on them for my happiness, for my financial security, for, like, all these other things. It's just, I am a whole person. You're a whole person, and, like, together we make this beautiful life.
Yeah.
But I am trusting you to nurture this life.
Yes.
And I will do the same. And then if, for whatever reason, things fall apart, that's really sad. But, like, I'm okay.
Yeah. And retweet. And that's what everyone should know, honestly. And I wish teenagers would listen to adults when they say silly things like this. But, like, we're not being silly. We're being, like, real. And we've lived through it. Because we've also had moments where we're like, oh my god, they're my whole world. And I love everything about them. And I will never breathe without them again.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
So, like, wow.
I
so dramatic. Let's take a breath.
I think I was, like, in my 30s when I finally, not even 30s, I think I was my late 20s, like, after my really crappy breakup with my ex before Luke, where I was just like, holy cow, whatever my parents say, like, they're right.
Wow, they were right.
Yeah,
God.
like, I'm gonna believe my
That's
parents.
annoying.
Yeah,
everything they said was right. And I hate that about myself.
It's because we're now in their spots where we've been there, we've done that, we know better. We're trying to protect you, but
yeah.
No.
Hello, kitty kitty.
Yeah.
Other book I've read, just got, it was book of the month last month, or this month, actually. It's August, and it was August. Immortal Consequences. Do you remember seeing the fancy little rose, like, pages that they started?
Yeah.
They started, like, what is that called? They started doing that to every single book on demand. Because it's gorgeous.
Like sprayed edges?
Yes, sprayed edges, yes. But it's called Immortal Consequences, and it's basically the afterlife Hunger Games, in my opinion. Okay. I'm only halfway through it.
Okay.
And I'm, like, pumped. I'm in it. But it's, like, a fantasy-style book that I was explaining to Colin, who only likes fantasies, and he was kind of, like, into it. Okay. But usually teenagers that seem like they're all around or near 18 years old, they go through a traumatic death, go to have this other chance to, like, live in this afterlife, like, academy called Blackwood Academy. Okay. And you have, like, a series, you basically go to school, and
so they get to relive a normal life, but in death
for indefinitely, until you either start forgetting about your past life after 100 or so years, and then you drift off into bye-bye land, and you live in an internal, like, rest, maybe? I don't even know. They haven't explained that to me yet. But you also go through these, usually they'll pick one student to go through, like, a series of tests, and if they pass, they can choose if they want to go and figure out what the beyond is, or they become a higher up of the academy. And they live forever with glowy, beautiful eyes, and they get to make all the decisions of the academy, right? And they live forever in happiness and higher power. This year was different, and now they have 12 people in this up for running, like, test of all these series of different things they have to go through. And the one I just read is they all went through this crazy maze, and they had to figure out while they're running through this maze, are we trying to find an end? What are we trying to solve? Like, what is happening? And they threw 12 students in here that, like, they all kind of know each other. They've been around for a while, and they all were chosen to compete against each other. Okay. And they all have magical powers of some sort. Okay. And they all learn about
This is like the Harry Potter and the Triwizards tournament. Just like, yeah, you're all...
And they all basically had to fight through this maze and figure out what the lesson was to get to the next step of the test. Okay. And basically, they all had to fight, I guess you would say, spitting image clones of themselves and figure out how to kill them. Like, are we supposed to outrun them? Because they wouldn't chase after you. Okay. Or they would look like people that were also students that you liked, or people you liked in your past life. Okay. It was crazy things, but they're morphing into stuff, knowing stuff about you that you haven't told anyone about your past life. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to either, like, fuck you. Sorry, we're saying the word. But they're basically, like, mind-fucking you into, like, thinking, is this the end? Or, like, are you going to fight for your life? Like, what's going on? And basically, if you stab them and they disappear, you get to go on the next step. And that's where I'm at, and that is epic. Because I love the Hunger Games. Wow. And I feel like we're throwing Afterlife in there with, like, Harry Potter magical powers. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, yes. Okay. 10 out of 10. Okay. And there's love stories.
Naturally.
And there's a little bit of, like, you know, girls love girls, guys like guys, but there's also, like, the traditional old school. And I love when they throw it all in there. Yeah. I, like, literally love that. Yeah. I think I love that we're, you know, going all right. We're just covering all the bases that everyone's going to read it, which, yes, they should. Yes. But romance, fantasy, thrill, fighting, like, gory, a little bit of everything, which you can't go wrong. Okay. So, I love it. You should read it. Okay. It's sold out, though.
It's okay.
I'll just borrow You'll find. I'll borrow your copy. I'll read it quickly.
Oh, rush.
No
I have way too many books to catch up on.
I can see. What do you think your next one's going to be? I know you put a post out there recently asking a poll of people, what should
I think I am going to read Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil. I think that's going to be my next one. Although, last night, I was laying in bed and I finished The Appeal, which I was not... I think it's by Hallie Mallet or something. So I was invited to a book club. It's north of Cincy Book Club by like a fellow Instagrammer. Her name is Linda. She like started this book club a couple years ago and we found each other on Bookstagram and she was like, you should come. I loved it.
I love that.
I love that I got invited and it's been super fun. And I read this month's book. The meeting is on Wednesday and I'm skipping it because this month is like way too chaotic for me.
Yeah.
But I still read the book and I did not like it. It just like, it was not for me, but I still finished it. And so as I was laying in bed last night, and I had just finished it and I was just like, cool, this was not like a satisfying book to go to bed to. I just got on Libby to see like what
other people were saying about it.
No.
Oh.
I just like let it be. I was like, I need to like just
You're like, we're done. Goodbye.
I need to see what's available now.
Okay.
And so a book that also social media hyped up is called The Vegetarian. Mm-hmm. I do not know who wrote it. I know, shame on me.
Someone famous. Good job.
It's I think it won the like Nobel Prize.
Well, so it's big time.
Yeah, like
okay, cool.
Maybe a year or two ago. Mm-hmm. And also right now because like the whole like Women in Translation month is happening. Mm-hmm. It is originally an Asian book.
Okay.
Translated into English.
Oh.
And it's a very short book. I think it's like 150 pages.
Oh, beautiful.
Like super short. And I only am maybe like 50 pages in right now. And essentially it is a couple, husband and wife, and he has a pretty good job and she's basically a homemaker. Like she is at home, cleans, cooks, yada, yada, yada. All of a sudden she has a dream, goes vegetarian. Throws out all the meat in the house, like period, everything, whatever. So her husband is just like, this is not okay. What are you doing? She's like, well, you're at the office X amount of time of the day. So like, eat your meat while you're out. Okay. And I'm going, like, I'm not doing this anymore. Yes, so she like only cooks vegan essentially, because like she won't do eggs or fish or anything. Okay. And then he gets like kind of a big thing at work and gets invited out to like a big wig dinner. Brings his wife. She doesn't wear a bra. And he's like appalled at the fact that like she doesn't have a bra on at dinner. And all right. I'm just like, okay, I have no idea like what time this book takes place.
Yes, like, I don't know yet. We don't know what's going on.
I don't know if it's right now, if it's in the 70s.
Because right now you're like 20s. 70s even. You're like, okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, let the nips go. But also, cool. And so she, at this dinner, like, will not eat anything other than, like, the rice and the kimchi. Okay. And everyone is appalled by it. And so then they're just like, why are you a vegetarian? And this is, like, what's making me think this book probably took, like, the timing of the story is probably a few decades ago at the bare minimum. Because I feel like vegetarianism is like, pretty acceptable. Yeah. Like, worldwide. Like, yeah. Like, I get it. I don't think it's just, like, a Western mindset. Like, I think it is a, like, worldwide... Yeah. Whatever. And
especially in some religions, aren't they vegetarian?
Well, and so this that played into the story too, where it was like she doesn't have allergies. She's like, this isn't for a religious reason, so it's like, what are you doing?
The dream.
Yeah, she had the dream. And so then her husband is like horribly embarrassed at this work dinner. But then like over time, he brings in like a huge deal. So everyone at the company kind of like lets it fizzle out.
Sure.
But he had told her family about it. And her dad. So basically they have like this whole intervention.
This is like.
And her dad, mom, sister, and brother, and all like in-laws come to this big dinner. And it gets to the it gets to the point where they cook like 8 different meals involving meat or egg or whatever. And like the mom, like her mom just has like her food like in front of her face. I was like, eat this, eat this, eat this. Like, what are you doing? Like, look at how upset you're making your dad and whatever. Where again, I'm like, I'm not very culturally aware of like what and cultures are doing like currently.
Yeah.
But like this was definitely an arranged marriage. So the husband just kind of like always dealt with it and was like, well, she's not going like too crazy. She's just not eating meat.
Yeah.
But whatever. So then like at the dinner table when her dad is like freaking out and is just like, you're embarrassing me and like, what are you doing? And like, this is not how I raised you. She like doesn't ever concede. She's just like, I will not eat meat.
Yes.
But then also throughout this whole ordeal, she like quits having sex with her husband. And they're at the point in life where like they should be reproducing. And it's just not happening. And he's again kind of like, well, okay, so this isn't like a thing, but like maybe it is a thing. But then he also like Meryl rapes her.
Oh.
Yeah. So she's like, I don't want to have sex with you because you stink of meat. And he's like, what do you mean? She's like, no, it like I smell it on
the meat
you.
Sweats. Yeah.
I like your body odor. Yeah. Just like I can't do it. And so the entire book so far, the 50 pages I've read,
seems like a lot is happening.
Wow. From his point of view. And so it's all coming from him, and then
so it's her point of view. I hope.
There are pieces that are written all italicized that are her talking, but like all she explains are basically the dreams or like the really out of body experiences that she's having.
Like this book.
Crazy. I was really, really, really into like the first 30 pages.
It got dark.
And then, it got, but then it also got to the point where it's like, but what the fuck is happening right now? Like,
there's another message probably.
Yeah.
There's another message going on.
This, I get it.
Is it like a sexual preference message for maybe?
Maybe. Or
is it of like, maybe a sign not to be with your husband anymore? Or I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, or just, it's all about like, maybe your beliefs, you should believe them and goddamn everyone else.
Yeah.
What they think you should do. Like, do what you do you.
There's definitely something else there. And in the beginning, when it was purely, literally just about food preferences, I was just like, cool. I'm here for it. Yeah. Like, this is like, for sure, just a thing and like, F it. But now it's getting like way deeper, but also like weirder. Where like, I don't want to say like I'm irritated with it because I'm not. Like, I want to know where this is going.
Get to the point.
But yeah, it is
kind
of. It is just like a get to the point because
some books do that. It's like the same book where you wait till the page 300 and whatever. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Until they kiss.
Yeah.
And they go back and forth. And they're like, oh, we're not friends. I don't know if we like each other. It's like, seems like a similar situation. Like, can you get the damn plot? What's going on? I mean, I know what's happening. I'm just annoyed. Like, who cares about her liking whoever likes me? Who cares?
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And that's also where I feel like I need to do the research on, like, what time this is taking place. Because I feel like if this...
culture or country.
Yeah, where, I mean... It's like, if we are playing this part in where she is, like, truly defying her family by, like, if under normal circumstances a dad gets involved like this and you're still refusing is, like, huge culture, like, no, then it's like, okay, cool, but, like, I'm just not that well versed in that department on...
Did you read Bombshell?
Yes!
Okay.
Did you?
So, I started here, see? This is where our things are going to happen.
Okay,
so I started reading it, and I was like 30-ish pages in, and I was starting to have the same feeling. I was like, is this what's going on here with the culture? And it's, like, written kind of different. It's not, it's, like, older or something.
Did you finish it?
No.
Oh!
I took a break.
I loved it.
Okay. So I loved it because I read the synopsis, and I was like, oh, I'm going to like it. I know I am. It's not the genre I normally pick, but I feel like I'm vibing with it. But then I read the first 30 pages, and it's kind of like written different. You know what I mean?
Also,
it's like written old schoolish.
It's, I think, like an...
different country, different time period, same thing.
It's an 80s, 90s vibe.
Maybe if I listen to it.
Maybe. I did both. It went back and forth between, like, when I could listen, I listened. When I could read, I read. I loved it. Also was a bit far-fetched, but, like...
Okay. I felt that coming on the first 30 pages.
Yeah, but it... No, it was...
Slightly.
It was so good. I loved it. It gave...
read it, and it felt like the synopsis, and I felt like it was going to be good, but I think it's just because it was, like, a different time, different way of reading, that I was, like, steered away from it, because I'm so used to a typical time.
Yeah. So...
a modern time.
I also talked about this with Rachel last time, where I just vibed on it because 80s, 90s is like my glory days of just like, it's what I love. But the whole book is like pre-cell phones. Like, it takes place before you could just, like, at one point later in the book, like, you definitely did not get to it. It's like way, way later. Like, she has to call her dad from, like, a payphone. It's like, what?
Wild.
Wow.
Like, what even is a payphone?
Yeah.
Like,
yes. It's definitely a whole different generation.
Yes. Different
and then it also is... It's still, like, a modern conflict, technically. Like, Corsica is still a French-owned country. French-owned. So, but, like, I still didn't, even after reading the book, look into any more research on whether, like... All I looked into is whether Corsica is now, like, a self-ruled country. It is not. It's still, like, French territory, basically. So, like, that was the extent of my research, but it's just, like, I never looked further into whether, like, Corsicans actually want to be under their own rule or not, which is, like, what the whole book is about.
They probably do.
But I don't know, do they? Because it could just be... I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't look into it, but, like, the book was... I loved it. Okay. Like, I think it's the typical, like, 450-page book or something that they probably could have cut out an easy 100 pages of it, and it wouldn't have... But...
I got a plot build somehow.
I did like it a lot.
Yeah, okay. I'll pick it back up after I read about my fantasy Hunger Games book series.
For sure.
Whatever.
I would definitely.
Afterlife. Which is probably going to have some epic ending that's going to shock me, which is all I want.
And then probably set you up for book 2.
Maybe.
I feel like fantasy books, like, never leave it at just
I don't think there's a book 2. They just released it.
Yeah, but I'm sure she probably has, like,
I hope to God.
Multiple book deal.
Yeah. There's another one that I read. I remember reading it on the beach. Oh my gosh, what was it called? It was another one. Another romance book. See, because I always choose a romance. I always see when you post on your story for Instagram, you always end up choosing, like, the book I wish I could read.
Oh.
You always, like, choose the, I don't know.
Oh.
Like, thriller, mystery, historical. And I'm like, why can't I be that girly? Why do I need to read about romance? First time caller. Do you remember this cover?
Yes, I remember the cover.
You didn't get it. You got every other book in that month.
Probably.
And you didn't get this one.
I sure didn't. I heard it's really great, though.
First time caller, BK Borson.
Borson. So good.
Yeah. Aiden had a radio show.
Okay.
And the female woman of the hour, her name is... Oh my goodness, it doesn't matter. His name's Aiden Valentine, though. Lucy Stone.
Okay.
Her daughter, her, like, teenage daughter, or I guess say preteen daughter, called in the radio show basically because her mom was a hopeless romantic and wasn't dating anybody.
She set them up.
She appeared on a show, one of his episodes, and everybody loved him. So his producer came in and said, "Bring that girl back. Let's go. You're gonna. We got so many hits because of the things you guys talked about." And then he brought her back, and then, you know, potato potato, like every single romance book that's ever been written, they fall in love and they get married, and everything's perfect. But, you know, it's predictable. It's nice. I'm the kind of girl that watches the same shows over and over and over again because I know the ending.
Also,
the book like those, you know the ending. You just know.
Love a book that doesn't do the stupid ass, like, third inning, like, twisty-roo of we're fighting for absolutely no reason. Yeah. We're breaking up for absolutely no reason just to add drama to the story. Like, no. How about you guys just love each other?
No.
And love each other.
No one reads a book like that. That happened here too. I don't know what it was, but something happened.
They broke up.
No, you got it. Okay, so you know books when we were taught in English back in the day in high school, and there's always a climax where everything changes.
Yeah, no, not here.
And I hate that.
I do
because
too.
that's not how life is. And usually it's not. And usually if that happens, you leave and you never come back.
Yeah, there are books where that doesn't happen, and I love
Show
those.
them to me. I love that.
I will go back and I will find them for you, but recently I read
We're gonna break up for some miscommunication
that
we could have spoke about for literally 60 seconds. And now, oh my gosh, several weeks later, now we're gonna make up. Oh my god, you two.
I literally just... When I say just, within the past, like, 3 to 4 months, read a book where, like, I kept waiting for, like, something stupid as fuck to happen, and it never did. And I just ended up, like, closing the book when I was done and being like,
thank you.
This is what it's about.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow.
Thank you for not putting in pointless ass drama.
10 out of 10. Wow.
You did so good.
It wasn't a whole entire book written about romance with miscommunication from page 1 to page 510.
Miscommunication tropes are my absolute worst nightmare. Like,
I'm never going to tell her because I had some traumatic past. Tell her.
Yeah.
And the book should be 30 pages.
Truly.
I think you're cute. But I have a very aggressive background where I can't trust women anymore. And then you're like, all right, I'll help you through that. Happily ever after, we're in love, and now we're married. That took 30 pages. Why did we need any extra crap in there?
Every fantasy romance that involves any war, dragons, fighting.
I know, but the war, dragons, and fighting distract you from the stupid romance.
That doesn't, because the whole time I'm still just livid about it.
It distracts me. They do a good job.
Not me.
Well, you probably read Avatar, right? That whole entire series of 5 wonderful books of the fourth one, Why Did You Exist? But, you know, we all needed a palate cleanser, I guess, after the third one. Which one was your favorite?
So, this is, like, my favorite topic of conversation. I hated every single one of them.
That's right! You were the one that told me that Fourth Wing is so much better and I shouldn't read Akatar. That is right. Now it's all clicking.
Yeah.
You hated every single one of them, even the third one.
I hated all of them.
Even the purple, pink, beautiful little book.
I hated all
That's
of
all
them.
war and fight.
I hated
No, but you know what pisses me off?
I hated all the characters.
Is their romance.
Yeah.
Why is that?
And so
they keep getting interrupted. Okay.
So this is my issue.
Go somewhere else.
Everyone had
find a room.
Really, really big issue with Tamlin of being like a liar and overprotective and stuff. And were you referring to Fourth Wing when you said that? Well, okay. Everyone had a huge
They also
issue.
get interrupted every 5 seconds for no goddamn reason.
But everyone had a huge issue with like Tamlin being like an abusive, overprotective spouse, yada yada yada. And then fast forward to, is it Rhysand?
Mm-hmm.
Explain to me how he's any better. Like, he is still a really insanely overprotective person that doesn't let her live her own life.
So you're not wrong.
Yeah, I'm not wrong.
I love that. I think the difference between them, though, is Tamlin's a little bitch. We all know that. And Rhysand is just like an overbearing asshole.
Yeah, I still don't.
So he's just not afraid to say shit.
But the thing is,
Tamlin's like, whatever.
I don't think
fuck her up, I don't care. Kill her.
I don't think Tamlin's a little bitch. I think it's just...
You just ruined like 60, probably 1,000 people's lives saying that.
I don't care. I don't think he's a little bitch. I think she did a really good job, like
she did.
setting
she
up
did.
like Tamlin being the bad guy and Rhysand being the good guy. But honestly, I think if you can look at it from like a very neutral perspective, Tamlin is not a bad guy. No. I think he truly loves her.
Yeah.
And he
was trying to protect her.
Yeah.
Epically.
Which is exactly what Rhysand does. But he's even more fucking psychotic about it.
He's tan, tall, big,
yeah,
has dark hair, and purple eyes.
Sexy.
Just like every single romance guy in every single book. It's tall, dark, and handsome. That's not... Usually tall, dark, and handsome are so unbelievably douchey that they probably shouldn't be the love of the life you chase. But what do we talk? It's fine. They're great, though.
I don't know. I just hate that whole series.
Passion was my favorite, but the series isn't over.
I know. There's another one coming out.
The 5th book was not my favorite because I hated everything about their relationship with, like, Nessie or whatever. I can't remember the names. And Cashin, just like, why do we have to be so aggressively sexual, and why is this book so long? But the 3rd one is my favorite because I love war. I loved all the introductions of all the characters, and I loved how it was just all around war, really. With sprinkles of romance. My epic one. There's a plot of war that we might die, and who knows what's going to happen next, but we're going to kiss and, whatever. But then also, death.
Yeah.
So, sprinkled in. Everything for me. The 3rd book is the best. 2nd book, people, you just love romance. Go read a romance book. I love that for you.
I just, couldn't do anything.
1st book, she's a plot building. 4th book is a let's just smile, I guess. Yay. And the 5th book is let's have smut. But,
and now her newest one is coming out soon-ish.
Yeah.
In that series. I don't know. I'm just not here for it.
4th Wing, though, you're right, is better. And we could talk about that all day, but it is. It is better.
Yeah, I'm happy
Simply
people,
better.
like, I love that Sarah J. Maas has, like, a following and that people love her and whatever, but, like,
have you read The Throne of Glass? Do you know any of those?
Well,
those are better.
I've heard, there are so many books in this world that I want to read that I just don't have a desire to read any more of hers.
Well, then you're not going to read it. You're not going to enjoy it, and you're just going to waste your time.
I want to read books I want to read, and not...
Not the ones people force on you, like, oh, it's amazing, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like, cool, she was a trendy, author. I read ACOTAR, people loved it, I didn't, so, like, I'm sure her other series are different than ACOTAR, but it's just not a priority of mine. Yeah. Like, I've tried it, and there, again, are hundreds of other books I want to read, so I'm going to prioritize reading those.
Hey, but you read them.
I did. I tried it. I didn't quit on the series. I literally
way
read
to go.
all
Especially
of them.
the 5th one, how long it is.
All of
them.
them.
Like 600 something.
They were all stupid long books. Yeah. I don't know why I did that.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, because everybody was. So you're like, what's all that about? And you're like, still can't find it. Try my best. The 4th Wing.
Yeah.
You told me to read that. And bless your soul. But I read Fourth Wing, I read Iron Flame, and then you read Onyx Storm, and you're like, where did these characters come from?
Yeah.
we supposed to know? Apparently we are.
Yeah, and we did not, though, right?
We didn't know.
Because
I didn't know.
By Storm,
Epic. Great. Love it series, but whoa. It's
by the last third of the book, I was starting to get ACOTAR feelings, where I'm just like, I'm just going to finish this series because, like, I've invested so much time, but, like, this isn't even good anymore.
No, Fourth Wing, they should have ended the Fourth Wing.
Yeah, truly.
Oh my god.
It was so such a great book.
I wish I could relive, like, reading that for the first time.
Yeah.
And just how much I was like, wow, I love dragons, I love fantasy and everything about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it just kept getting
Iron
worse
Flame
and worse.
just got bigger, and you're like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And then Onyx Storm, like, really?
Can we stop?
I mean, some of those teasers and surprising things at the end were kind of nice.
I'm over it. Like,
The only reason I knew what was going on in that book is I went to a book, like, party release party down at Loveland, and they, like, gave you this pamphlet, like, and they were like, here's what's gonna happen. And I was like, didn't know any of these things. Thank you for the cheat sheet, because apparently I started reading the book, and I was like, excuse me. Who is this person?
Yeah.
Alright,
I literally was, especially, like, the last third of the book, it's like, why are you starting to bring in these other point of views that are, like, totally new? Obviously, and
but
I
the
said
Venom
this
thing,
last time.
I do love that. And I do think she's part Venom. Like, yes.
Yeah, okay, but also, like, I hate it. Like, someone needs to find a cure because I'm not here for it.
Dude, I love that ending. It's a good ending.
Yeah.
Take over. Hey, bad guys gonna win sometimes.
Okay, I'm here for it as long as that would happen.
They won't.
Also, like,
or maybe she's like the queen. Something.
I don't know.
We do love a good happy ending. Probably.
Yeah.
Will he end up realizing who she is because she's married now and runs the whole kingdom?
And had a baby and lives.
Can't.
I know.
That part annoyed me.